Hi guys, hope everyone's doing well. I am going to do a reaction video to Letitia. Um, Finally figured out the correct pronunciation of her name, and wow, Letitia. Okay, got it. Many of you may not be aware of her channel. Those of you who are understand the whole story. And for those of you who want to accuse people like myself or other people of bullying her or messing with her mental stability, that's not right. We are absolutely not doing that. What we are doing is exposing how dangerous she is. She needs help. Absolutely, she needs help. And not from the doctor. She was doing a live stream with on the phone through the phone today. That's a whole nother story. She posted a video up after that, and that's the one we are going to go over. I will be probably doing this in parts because her videos are so long, and the whole doctor stream, that's a whole nother issue. I need to talk about that as well. But the reason we are talking about this channel is because she is a danger not only to herself, not only to people on the internet, but to that baby that's in her stomach. Um, and she needs people need to know about her and stand up against her. She says, well, I'll go over that when I come up through it, but um, this should not be allowed on social media. The things she talks about should not be allowed on social media. There's too many people in society right now that are struggling with mental issues, with emotional issues. This is doing nothing to help that. So I'm going to go ahead and start. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay, and I will be starting and stopping frequently. So, all right.
I find it hilarious that people think that their words fucking matter to me. I find it hilarious that some of these fucking whores on here. I was a victim by my dad or my brother or my dad and my grandpa. And I turned out to be just fine because I decided I wouldn't let it affect me. Because you're an idiot. Because I bet your children, because I have three beautiful children.
Okay. First of all, let's hear that part again. Okay.
That people think that their words fucking matter to me. I find it hilarious that some of these fucking whores on here. I was a victim by my dad or my brother or my dad and my grandpa. And I turned out to be just fine because I decided I wouldn't let it affect me. Because you're an idiot. Because I bet your children, because I have three beautiful children. And she started going on some of these comments. And I chose not to be a victim. You need to stand up and grow up. Bitch, not all of us suffered in the same way.
Okay. First of all, you are very disturbed. For you to even mock a woman that shares that, you're sickening. You belong in jail. You understand? You make my stomach crawl. You make me sick. But aside from that, so people are commenting, telling her, I was a victim myself, and, I'm older now. I have beautiful kids. I have my own family, whatever. I've gotten through the abuse, right? Pretty much, I mean, what they're saying is you heal from it, you move on. You don't talk about it every single day and pound it into people's head every single day on social media and accuse everybody of doing stuff to you. Okay. I've been a victim by many men. I don't go on social media and talk about it on a daily basis. Social media is not the place to seek help for something. If it's affecting you this bad, then you need some serious inpatient help. Um, I don't understand how she says she wanted to make this channel for her daughter. She wanted to make this channel to help people. So many reasons why she make this channel, but she always says it's only because it's for her daughter. But she wants to help people. How does this behavior help anybody when she's mocking women who have been sexually abused? You're not the only one in the world, Letitia, that has been sexually abused. And that's what she acts like. She acts like she needs all this support and attention, and people should buy her baby things because of this, this, and this. Ugh, I mean, I could say so much, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go.
Not all of us are the same. So I'm pretty sure you need to keep your stupid ass comments to yourself. Me, all about me. Look at how I healed. Look at how I did it. Well, then start a fucking YouTube. Stop harassing mine. Quit harassing me because I'm still in the midst of healing. And then you act.
Wait, in the midst of healing, according to you, your brother, your father, this person, that person, cops, people at the jail, everybody has done something to you. You're not only a victim in the being sexually abused aspect. People steal from you, they do this, they do this, they do this. You're always a victim. You're not healing, girl. You're doing nothing to heal. Not one thing are you doing to heal. That guy you're talking to on the phone that's supposed to be your psychiatrist, all I can say is wow. That is not helping you. I think you like it because you guys both smoke up each other's asses. You tell him how much you love him and how, oh, he's so smart and so wonderful, and thank you so much for standing by me. You guys have a very inappropriate relationship. If he is your psychiatrist, um, I've been to therapy. I've never told my therapist I love you, and on top of that, someone of the opposite sex. But I don't sit there. I mean, something's not right with this relationship between these two. But, and if you listen to the conversation that she's saying is proof and it'll help her in court next week, it proves nothing. They didn't even talk about her problems, they didn't talk about her issues, her crazy ass issues. They didn't even talk about it. All he did was tell her she has every right to feel the way she does and do the things she does. I don't think she's being honest with him about what she does because he says, "You don't want to hurt this baby." Oh, yes, she does. She's told us many times she does. So I think she's lying to her therapist. But the point is, she has no right to sit here and mock a woman who's commenting in her comments. Leticia, I thought everybody has the right to speak freely. Why do you block people? Why do you hide people? If that's one thing you're really upset about is that you're having your freedom of speech taken away. You take away other people's freedom of speech. And slander and defamation is quite a bit different than freedom of speech. Okay? Okay.
Like I'm just supposed to, all of a sudden, you're too old for this. You didn't blah blah. You didn't blah this and blah blah.
Not all of a sudden, blah, blah. You said you've been in therapy since you've been 12 years old. And you still haven't dealt with this stuff? Does that make sense? 12 years old? Wait, she's 30 something now? And she is just now starting to deal with this stuff?
Blah. Because you probably had some emotional support somewhere else. I did not.
Guess what? Neither did I. Neither did I. I mean, I've told bits and pieces of my story, but I was kicked out at 15. The first time I ever experienced intercourse was by a rape from a 23-year-old guy. Okay? I had nobody to help, to count on, to comfort me. That doesn't give you the right to go around and sit there day in and day out, to go on social media and accuse somebody of doing something that you have no proof they did. It's just your mouth saying it. There's no proof. So,
I had very little. So the fact
wow.
that I grew up crazy, the fact that I grew up having to hurt myself, quit, harping about your fake suicide attempts that are all recorded. That is so funny. That is so funny.
Well, it is pretty vile and disgusting, you freak, to every day say, I want to kill myself. I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to kill this baby. And you say how you're going to do it. And you plan out how you're going to do it. Look at that face. She triggers the hell out of me. And I think I was talking to my friend about it the other night. And I think it's because I've been through as much as her, if not more. And I could never imagine behaving the way she does. Okay, but she says, we're different people. We are all different people. That's right. But there's some of us that are genuinely good hearted people. And we don't make everybody else pay for things that happen to us. And we don't use it as a tool to get sympathy from people. And we don't change the stories and, add to things to make it sound so much worse. And we definitely don't expect for people to feed us and take care of us and buy our unborn child everything they need and a place for us to live. Who are you? Like, why are you so entitled? I'm sorry, but I don't think somebody who has been through so much trauma in their life and was treated terribly, I don't think they would feel so entitled. No, just quite the opposite. Opposite, actually.
And now everybody knows it. Like I was harping about last night or whatever about going off to try to freeze myself, and I never finished the story. My parents
Because
came
I'm
out
sure you
to
had
try
to
to look
take
for me
some more
after
time to
hours,
think about
finally. Well,
what to
where did she
say.
go? The only reason they searched for me is because probably I didn't do the dishes.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the saddest part of it all.
So everything in your life has been sad. Everything, everything, and everyone has treated you bad. What's the common denominator? What is the common denominator? You sit there and say you hate living at your mother's house. She's a bitch. She's this. She's that. Um, you can't stand it there. And then in the next turn, you're saying she doesn't care if I leave. See how you are? You're very manipulative. You cry that you want to leave. You complain. You try to get her to do your will and to bow down to you. And if she says, well, you know what, why don't we try to find you a place over here, do you think we could, you look at that as, oh, she's trying to just get rid of me and boot me out of her house, even though you said you want your own place and you don't want to live there. You're manipulative. It's disgusting. You should have your own place. You shouldn't be living with your mommy at your age. That's on you, girl. And the reason you can't live on your own is because you refuse to work. So it's the system that she's blaming, that they're not supplying her with a home and everything she needs to survive in life. That's what this is all about. The systems working against her purposefully. They've picked out, Letitia out to, harass. Just her. Just her.
The only time they cared where their children were when they were, being demanded of. So, oh, but my kids, they're perfectly fine because I'm perfectly fine because I was in denial and I don't speak about my trauma. And then I just buried it deep down and I became some kind of crazy fucking bitch. And I think that my words matter to everybody because look at me, I healed. He touched me from the age of like 2 to 5 or so. Oh my God. But I'm so healed. Look at me. I'm even discussing it now. And then you're not healed, bitch. You're over there trying to force your story down someone else's throat.
So, because somebody told you what happened to them as a child, they're not healed. What is wrong with you? You are literally Satan, Leticia. You are Satan. She could definitely be healed. Just because she doesn't droge on and on and on and on about it every single day and repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat doesn't mean she's not healed. And talk about shoving her story down people's throats. Are you kidding? Who's the one that does that? Deflect much? Huh? You're psychotic. You need help.
Presuming they give a shit about you.
Nobody.
I don't. That's the type of people, trash individuals that are out there. That's the type of trash comments that I get on my feed when I share my talents, when I share my skills.
What talents? What skills? What have you shared that you can do that's positive? What? That's positive. Remember, if you're trying to help people, this, this, all this is helping people. I think you have your eye on the prize. I think this is all done because you want money. You want money. You want a big amount of money. You've said it. I'm going to sue the government. I'm going to sue this person and they're going to pay. But then in the next breath, you say, I'm never after any money. Well, yes, you are. Because you put down those people that have beautiful things, women that are beautiful, they dress beautiful, they have nice jewelry, they have nice shoes, they have nice clothes. And then you say, well, how come I can't have that stuff? You're just an envious, miserable, lying, conniving, manipulative girl. I wouldn't even consider you a woman. The way you behave, it's disgusting.
Anything. So if I'm pretty one day, I get harassed. You're not pretty. Look at you. You're a fucking pig. Look at you. Blah, you're a whale. I understand that negativity comes and goes.
You're negative.
But the fact that you want to draw out your psychological issues by exposing your own, that is hilarious. You people need help. Like there is something mentally wrong with you if
Coming
you
from
presume
Leticia.
that
Yeah,
I am
that's
over here giving a flying fuck about what you have to fucking say. There's nothing I have to fucking say to you trash ass individuals that aren't there for support. That
yeah.
is not supporting someone.
If you're not buying into her lies, if you're not sending her stuff for her baby, if you're not sending her money to eat her bougie vegan free or vegan shit diet, if you're not doing those things, then you're a trash ass, you guys. Okay? You trash asses out there. If you're not giving her something, but she loves God and she loves everybody, right? She has no use for you unless you're adding to her life, which for her it means things.
Telling someone you didn't do anything at the time, you didn't fight back. Victims don't. Victims oftentimes do not. I was so fucking traumatized during the initial fucking just the fact that he moved my hand. I detached. I don't remember penetration. Not at all.
You detached. So wait. I thought you were sleeping. How did you detach? When you detach, it's mental, right? Emotional, mental, psychological. He moved your hand, you detached. But I thought you were asleep. So what? He moved your hand, you detached, and then he pursued to have sex with you?
At all. I was not there. So the fact that you're telling me I should have fought during a sleep state, during 2 days prior, I was kept up all fucking night
Whose fault
until
is
5
that?
a.m. So
Whose
I
fault
had
is
lack of
that?
sleep. I was extremely exhausted.
Whose
You're
fault
going
is
to tell
that?
me I'm just was a hop up. Oh, because I was supposed to know he was a predator. Because he was supposed to tell me that shit.
Dude, you were into him. You've said it. I thought he was good looking. I was attracted to him. Plus, he was kind to you. He was nice to you. He offered to leave. If you were uncomfortable with him like you said you were, why didn't you have him leave? You can't call it a rape. It wasn't a rape. It was two people hooking up from a dating site, period. That's what happened. It's what followed that made your little sick, psychotic mind turn and say, well, he doesn't want to be with me. He used me, so it's a rape. No, that's not the way it works. You could have gotten your lazy ass up out of that bed anytime and left, and you didn't. But you were so uncomfortable. He wasn't holding you hostage. He didn't have a gun to your head. You had your own vehicle. Why didn't you leave? Because you wanted something from him. You were using him. You've said that as well, right? There you go. You were using each other, but you can't call it rape just because he didn't ask and say, Leticia, do you mind if I penetrate you? Is that okay? For all we know, you told him you like it in your sleep. Maybe you told him you like being awoken that way. In that way. You know? You could have.
Right? Because he was supposed to be honorable. He was supposed to be a military man, and I thought they knew better. And then somebody was saying something. Somebody asked if I cared if he would come back. Oh, so that's a yes. You only wanted to be in a relationship. You would put him in prison. I don't want a relationship with him. I think I've made that perfectly clear.
Nope. 2 days
There's
ago,
nothing he can
you
do
said, I love
to
him.
be forgiven.
Oh,
Like, truly forgiven.
you
I mean,
already
he'll
gave
have to
him.
pray to God for this, not me.
Oh,
Because it's already past due.
but you already
I've already
forgave
gone
him.
8 months without any fucking
And you already said that you forgave him. And you said that I love him. And you said, I think about him in that way.
respect
Mm-hmm.
from this dude. Any respect. You think that I'm just going to turn around and just forget all of a sudden because we want to have sex or something? No. It's never going to happen. Never. It makes no goddamn sense how crazy you fuckers are to sit there and lead me on to believe that you're going to support this child as a fucking, as just a random child of God.
Again, how dare you, viewers, make her believe you're going to take on her child, even though she's said she would rather kill the child than give it up for adoption to anybody who wanted it and wanted to love it and take care of him. But she'll take your stuff, she'll take your money. Yeah.
God, right? No. That's why I told my psychologist that it's part
That's
of the
no
devil's pack.
psychologist.
Because all it's been this whole fucking time was pain.
Where did you get that psychologist, by the way? Out of the Cracker Jack box? I'm confused. Did you get that number out of the Cracker Jack box? Because that was no no therapy session by any means. You don't. You're a psychiatrist doesn't sit there and speak with you about the things he spoke with you about. And all you did was bend over. Let me kiss that ass some more. Yeah, doctor. Oh, you're so smart. Oh, I appreciate you so much. You're so wonderful. Oh my gosh, I just wouldn't be where I am today if it weren't for you. You pulled the wool over this guy's eyes. He's uh I hope he's not still practicing because uh, that's dangerous. You need some serious help. And that what you guys were doing, that was no therapy session.
And suffering to me, pain and suffering to its father, all of it, to the world around it. Because the acknowledgement of this creation is devastating. The acknowledgement that it even survived this long. I had cramps all night and all through the evening, and I know it's coming. I know it's gonna pass. The fact that I have to give birth in the bathtub now.
Wait, your baby? You sound like he's gas or something. He's gonna pass. That's a life. That's a baby. That's an innocent little baby. And the way you talk about him, you should be put in jail just for the way you talk about that baby. You don't have to give birth in your mama's bathtub. Be a woman. Go out. Quit hiding out. Go face this shit that you stand for. You're a coward. Miss Miss Mouth over here who talks so big, you're a coward. Go stand up for what you believe in. Quit hiding out and give that baby a chance at life. Give it up.
Oh, girls have had it way worse than that. You deserve to fucking give birth in the fucking trash. That's where this baby belongs. Yeah, I know. The comments come, they go. I don't really care. I don't really care.
You
I
do
don't
though.
care about the pain that's going to happen when it happens. The fact that you're trying to say that I falsified the rape.
You did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
And the moment that it comes out, it's not suckling on my breast. I don't know who the fuck's going to feed it, but there's no bottles. There are no formula. There is nothing.
But you have your weed, don't you, Leticia? You guys have your food and your weed, right? You disgust me. I would if I was that baby, I'd bite your freaking breast. Seriously. I'd rip the nipple off with my teeth. There you go, Mom. I know everything you've been saying. I've heard it all. You don't deserve to even have breasts anymore to feed a child. You sick, demented, ugh, satanic, evil bitch. How dare you? You're not going to feed your baby with your breasts. You don't deserve to feed a baby with your breasts. How about that?
I'm going to wrap it in one of my clothes, and that's it. There's nothing left for the salvation of this child. Let's just say that. The father did not come back. We did not reconcile. We did not fix things many months.
Reconcile? Reconcile? You knew each other for 12 hours. He didn't love you. He didn't want to marry you. What was in your head? that he was going to just all of a sudden fall in love with your crazy ass? Are you kidding? He wanted something from you, and you wanted something from him. So you're not any better. And you went for him the second time. Remember, the guy that raped me, I asked him if we could have sex again. Who really? See, you say people don't believe you that it was a rape, and you're not lying, and fuck everybody. Nobody asks their rapist to have intercourse with them a second time. And by your admission, that's when you believe you got pregnant, right? Right. So it's your fault that that baby's inside you. If you want to place fault on anybody, it's your fault that you got pregnant. Because if you wouldn't have approached him, the second time wouldn't have happened. So there's that. Then let's get to the plan B. You talk about with your therapist, the one that you got the number out of the Cracker Jack box, him. It was either that or the animal cookie box, one or the other. I don't know. I think it was the Cracker Jack one. That makes more sense. But you and him both said, we stand up for men and women equality. We need to be equal on everything. Really? Then why was it his responsibility to get you a plan B? And why, when he didn't you go traipse your happy ass to the store with the few $100s that you got from your cuddle session and buy your own plan B? You have nobody to blame but yourself. Nobody. You think you're sly. You think you're so intelligent. You're really worrisome. It's scary. You're not tricking anybody, and you belong in jail. You said you've been in mental institutions before. Girl, didn't help you. You need to go to jail. You're entitled. You think you're smarter than everybody. You think that you're the victim of everybody, and the government's after you, and this and this and this and this, and you're the only one in the world who has to suffer in life. How are you supposed to get anything accomplished? How are you supposed to have a better life at all when all you do is go on YouTube every single day, multiple times a day, and talk about how you're a victim? And if you had a good psychologist, they would be giving you a lot different advice than that. That guy didn't even give you any advice. That guy talked the whole time, and all you did was, there's something weird about your guys' relationship, but I'm not going to talk about that. Um, he's not helping you, and you know it. And that's why you like him so much, because he's not telling you the hard things that you need to hear. He's not telling you how fucking crazy you are and that you need help.
Ago, when we made the mistake to fornicate that secondary time, and he didn't come back with the plan B that he promised me. So you're gonna
Wah,
hold everyone else to their word,
wah.
yet you don't hold these motherfuckers to their word. You don't hold them to the fact that they were lacking in integrity by.
What about the responsibility of a life? What about that? You really had to get at him so bad because he didn't bring the plan B back that you were willing to become pregnant and go through all this just to prove a point about JW. All you did and all you're doing is proving a point that you didn't take care of what you should have taken care of as a woman. If you didn't want a baby, if you didn't want to be pregnant by this psycho rapist guy, then you would have gotten a plan B and you would have taken care of it yourself. Bottom line, you should have, and you didn't. That's on you.
by stating these things, you don't want to deal with it. I get it. I know. You just want to go home. Yeah, I know. Believe me. I see sometimes the perverse looks in your eyes, what you've done. Oh yeah, I know. So, but yeah, do you think I give a fuck? No.
Take a
You think I give a
shower.
fuck that I'm all fucked up, don't shower anymore, don't fucking brush my teeth, don't care?
It's
It's part
everybody
of
else's
depression.
fault.
It's part of
Yep.
being honest and genuine about the pain I'm still going through. And why should I have to hide it from the world just because you're discouraged that I exist? You're discouraged that my pain harms you. Oh, I'm
Oh, she
sorry.
doesn't even take a
Then don't
breath.
speak up about it.
Shut
Don't
the
watch
fuck
me.
up.
Don't have your opinions toward me because I have nothing to do with you
We're
and you
allowed
have
to.
nothing to do with me.
People are allowed
And you're
to.
part of that end of the spectrum that I discuss. Too vile and stupid, too ignorant to understand what's going on with others. And
You know what's you know what's really vile and stupid and ignorant? You. That's all you do. You always resort to anyone that has an opinion or any advice for you to name calling. That's all you do is putting them down constantly. Even people who are trying to be nice and offer kindness to you, all you do is put them down. You must really hate yourself. You really don't like yourself. Hey, I mean, I wouldn't either if I behaved like you do. But you say you're honest about who you are. You say you're genuine and what you see is what you get. But that's not true now, is it? It isn't. Because if it were, then you would say, I hate myself. I don't like who I am. And hence, that's why I talk down to you guys. That's why I can't stand who I am. That's what you would say. But you won't because you lie and you try to get people to believe things that are not true.
to leave well enough alone.
Why don't you get
So these
off of
men didn't want to
YouTube?
leave well enough alone. They just wanted to take. And here we are.
What you had to
And that's why I
offer.
discuss this shit. Because it's pertinent to my story. I won't discuss him
Nice
anymore.
story.
There's no
Nice
reason to. He
story.
knows
Nice
he's fucked.
story.
So there's nothing left. Absolutely nothing. The US government caused this. There's no one else. No one else that should be harassed because when I sought out housing, they refused me a proper home
Oh my.
and they gave me an allotment of $475 and there were no places to rent in the area of Hot Springs, Arkansas
Then get
that
a
were as
job,
low as
make up the difference.
$475.
Get a job and make
They
up the
endangered
difference.
me. It was the
Oh
system.
my God.
The system that didn't allow me a home that I could have, sought out a proper means of having a relationship.
What makes you so special, bitch? What about all the people living on the streets? They don't have a vehicle to live in or mommy's house to go live at. Maybe you need to be on the street. You're so entitled. You do get help from the government. It, it's, this chick just. What about our military? That's you know our veterans that are on the streets that actually fought for this country, that actually sacrificed something in their lives. What have you done besides make everybody in your life miserable as hell? Nobody wants to be around you. Look at.
No, I was forced to live in my vehicle.
Oh well.
That's what happened.
Well, at least you had
So
a
it was the
vehicle.
failed attempts that I made. Those failed attempts. Always a failed fucking attempt for me. What's up with that? It's like those failed interactions that I try to have with individuals, they gaslight me. They tell me a bunch of bullshit. And that's why I started recording conversations, because I end up being held responsible for their lies. And
there's always those like the missions, for women. The what are they called? Shelters. She said she will never stay in a shelter. They're disgusting. Well then, go buy a tent, pitch a tent, and go live out in the woods. It's your choice to live the way you live. And a lot of those women have come from a lot worse than you. And they live in a shelter, and they get help, they get some training, they go out on interviews, they get jobs, they get their clothes from the shelters that people donate, and they want to make something of themselves. But not you, not you. You don't want to make anything of yourself. You don't want to work. You want to tell this story. So, in order to get people interested in it, you have to make things up about people, because your life story probably is a snooze fest, and nobody would pay attention if you weren't lying about other people.
And I'm like, what? No. That's why I decided, no, I'm not going to get fucked over with anymore. I'm going to make sure people know from the beginning to the end that I tried to communicate as best I could, and you took advantage of me. You lied to me. You did, all of you. Because when I sought out help, when I sought out assistance, when I was looking for a fucking home, you decided to reject me. You told me I had to go back on a list
Yep.
because I had already waited a year.
Oh,
And I
well,
had 2 months to find a place.
you know what? Around here, people wait on lists for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. There's other people in the world besides you, Letitia. You're not the only one.
That's the allotment you gave me, 2 months. There was nowhere that existed. Then I ended up in a psychiatric hospital because I had snapped because it was close to my daughter's birthday.
That was your fault. Again, something you did, an action you took. Nobody else's fault. So you missed the other one. You couldn't get.
And then after when I got out, I asked them, I said, it's a couple days expired. Can I have an extension due to medical reasons? They didn't see that as a medical reason.
No.
That is a complete viable medical reason because I was being detained.
Uh, because you snapped. You snapped. It wasn't anything that was beyond your control. You decided to go to that house and do what you did, and that's what happened. You need to learn from your mistakes, but you don't, because you always think you're right. You always think you're justified. And then when you don't get what you want because of your mistakes, you blame it on everybody else. Grow up.
I was in a psychiatric hospital during the expiration. I could have tried to find someplace. But no. And even if I would have asked prior, they probably would have done an extension. But did they choose to? No, the Housing Authority of
That's
Hot
their
Springs,
right.
Arkansas chose to neglect me. And
That's
that's what
right. That's
forced me
their
to live
right.
in my vehicle, forced me to seek out any type of assistance however I could, which I started professional cuddling, which was completely platonic, mind
Oh, of
you.
course it
I
was.
didn't fuck anybody aside
Oh,
from this one doctor I had at the very first.
wait.
Then 9
Is
months of
that the doctor that's your psychiatrist now? Sorry, that wasn't nice. Um, a doctor, huh? Why'd you fuck him? What made him so special, Leticia? Did he pay you more? Hmm. Don't say it was platonic. Remember, you admitted that you got naked in front of another one. I don't think it just stopped there. Come on, no guy's gonna pay you hundreds of dollars to cuddle with him. Again, stop lying.
celibacy. Then what? Oh, I decided to have sex in November, chose to. What of it? I'm a woman. Men shouldn't have that capability of going off and fornicating whenever they want to without a female, like doing the same. We're equals, aren't we? Oh, in this day and age, I'm not an equal because my words didn't matter, because my choice didn't matter. The fact that
If you're an equal, then you should have gotten your ass out and bought yourself your own freaking plan B. You can't pick and choose when you want to be equals. You want to be equal in everything. There you go.
That I didn't choose to have sex with either one of these military men because I found their mouths disgusting because neither one of them knew how to fucking brush.
Oh, but
That's why I haven't brushed my teeth.
You love JW.
You people are fucking sick.
Mhm.
I was hanging out with fucking ingrates. I was hanging out with these people, giving them the opportunity to spend some time with a quality woman instead
Oh,
of like this.
can you tell me what your qualities are? Just asking. Like, seriously. Name five. Name five good qualities that you have. Just five. You, I mean, it sounds to me like, oh, you went over there and you were so tired from staying up and getting laid from another guy. Wait, you were so tired that you slept on the bed, and even him doing you couldn't wake you up, right? You were passed out. You were so tired. Wait, quality woman. What did you do that was so quality? You wanted to stay at his house. You wanted to show your appreciation of him letting you stay at the Airbnb place, whatever, by putting out. And then you regretted it because he didn't want to put a ring on it. No, he didn't want to date you. That got you upset.
So what did they do? They wanted to take advantage of it. They wanted to penetrate it. And I was scared as fuck. I am not fucking lying.
Scared.
That is not okay to touch on a woman. It startles me. It frightens me. And I freeze a lot of times. And they've seen it. It's been recorded. I'm
Oh
not
my
stupid.
God.
I have nothing to fucking worry about. I know God is there. But are the courts godly? No. Because they
You're
continue
not
to
either.
persist in their lies. They continue to persist to try to lock up the innocent so that those that work for them, those ones that are the ones, the criminals
Her
that
fucking
truly are being paid.
stupid shit.
But Letitia's not like that. She'd rather be fucking dead.
There it
So,
goes. There she goes.
no, you're not going to violate me. You're not going to treat me like every one of your fucking whores. And I laughed about it at first. Those messages when I told him about, like, you know, we should be in a relationship, you know, you're not going to treat me like a whore. I'm not one of just your random whores. That was a pleasantry. I was in a good mood. I had tried to convince him, hey, this is not going to end well for your soul if you don't choose to do the right thing by me finally after doing the wrong thing numerous times during our relationship. Okay? So within that
So
12 hours, he had offended me plenty.
you were willing to date your rapist. Oh, I've never heard of that. You were willing to date this terrible, disgusting, you know, military guy who was so terrible. You were willing to date him. Just to be nice, though, right? Right?
Of times. I tried to reconcile as best I could,
Why?
but he's a fucking moron and he doesn't know how to
No,
read.
he's
For
smart.
one.
He's smart. He's smart as hell. He ran way the hell away from you. That guy is a genius. I will tell you that right now. No more on there.
So I understood that. I understood that all that shit was bullshit. I don't believe that he's gone to school. I don't
Who
believe any of it.
cares what you
I think that
believe?
he's a fucking idiot.
You're an idiot.
So, and I tried to be nice. You know, I tried to believe him and everything. But predators, they're very good at what they do.
Mm.
And normally I can.
Women like you are usually very good at what they do, but you're not. You're not good because we see through you. You flap your gums so much, you tell on yourself. You forget what you said, change your story, back and forth and back and forth. You don't shut the hell up like you should, and you tell on yourself.
and stave off any advances, but I was so exhausted. I couldn't. So there's
always
nothing else I have to fucking
exhausted.
say about that. If you perverts want to put the wrong person in prison so that you can save someone else that is the fucking pervert, go for it. Why do I give a fuck?
You do
You
give a
people are
fuck. That's
sick,
why
and
you're
that'll
hiding
just
out in your
prove how
house.
sick you fucking are, because these videos will still be out there. My photos, all this stuff will still be out there. Why do you think I went to this extreme? So that I could try to protect myself against you demons.
Oh,
And the funny thing is that I started progressively getting more volatile verbally after there was this warrant for my arrest, warrant for me, because I falsified the rape.
you did.
No, bitch, that happened. And the fact that I told you, and the fact that you're gonna sway it in whatever fucking non-believable fucking aspect, you violated, you said his name online. No, no, that's not a violation of the contract at all. The bond.
Yes, it was. Again, you're not intelligent. You don't know how to read. You just make up excuse after excuse after excuse. You shouldn't have been speaking his name, but you just always have to push the limits because you don't give a shit about rules, laws, nothing. You think you should be able to do whatever the hell you want. Well, I think your ass needs to be locked up for quite a while. You're a danger to society. And you've threatened him and your baby. You need to be locked up. And if you would not have gone on his um, page that showed all of his personal information, his work information, his phone number, his name, all of that, he wouldn't have gotten those harassing calls at work, right? That was done because of you. If you had not have done that, he would not have gotten that. So, yes, it is your fault. What don't you understand about that, Miss Intelligent?
Contract. Not a violation. None of that was a violation. And so we all know that clearly, that you're just
No.
fucking with me.
And the
I
we
get
all
that. I'm
know
not
shit,
stupid.
when she says this, we all know that I do this, or we all know that I don't do that. We all know what happened. You know what? She does that. These are people that are highly manipulative. It's like a brainwashing thing. It's like we all know. It's just something that people throw out there and it gets people to be like, yeah, yeah, we do. We know, we know. No. We don't know. No. And you don't either.
It happened from the beginning, and that's why I kept harping to him, and I was like, are you gonna save us or not? Are you gonna own up to what you fucking did or not? Or are you just gonna let us suffer for you? The construction of this baby was the most important thing. Its health and safety. And all the cortisol that I released,
Okay.
all the stress due to not having a home, not having to be able to go to the restroom properly because I would have to hold it or urinate on myself,
Your own
or all
fault.
this stuff, all these changes, those hormone changes, all my body and everything.
Your own fault.
I am not ashamed to tell everyone, yeah, I am a victim.
No,
Yeah, I am still a victim, and I still haven't healed yet.
you
So
love being
whoever
a
thinks,
victim.
I did this in my life, I did this. Did you take a moment to get the dick out of your mouth in order to type that? Is that what happened? Oh, you did. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're a filthy fucking whore. I'm sorry that that happened.
I just want to say to whoever the woman is that she's referencing that left comments for her, you know what? I'm proud of you. That's awesome that you've healed and you've accepted what happened to you, and you have a beautiful family, beautiful children, and you've put that behind you in your past, and it's part of your story. It's part of what happened to you in your lifetime and what has made you who you are today. And you've risen up above that, you've accepted it, and you've grown up and you've moved on. and you don't use it daily for sympathy from everybody else, you don't cry that you're a victim, and I say kudos to you. You don't know me, but I am so proud of you, and I'm so proud of many other women, men as well, who have healed from their traumas that have happened to them. Doing this people who behave this way, they will never heal, never, because they like being in that victim mentality. They love it. They use it for an excuse. She uses it for an excuse why she won't work, why she won't do anything, why how she can treat people like shit. It's all from her trauma. Well,
to you. I'm sorry that you were asking for it, because apparently all of us little girls.
see how sick? Look at what she just said. I'm sorry you're a little whore. I'm sorry you were asking for it. Who says that? The gal said she was molested, raped between 2 and 5 years old. This woman needs to be locked up. Look at her ugly face. I can't stand her. You're just a miserable piece of shit, Letitia.
Are asking for it. When we hang out with older men, when we do anything, you asked for it from your grandfather. You're the one that ended up, manifesting that. So you're the fucking pervert. You're the one that wanted
Oh
it at
my
that
gosh, I
age.
need to
That's
just
the
put this in
psychology
my
that men
vein.
tell us. That's the repetitive psychology. We chose that lifestyle because we were born women. We manifested it, and we are in the wrong because we are the lesser of the two. No. Intellectually,
What man's
even
telling you
physically, you've
that?
found a lot of women that are very masculine that can manage to whoop your asses. I'm not sure what to tell you. You're the ones that are lesser than, and you don't want that to get out, do you? You don't want everyone to know that you're filthy old perverted grandfathers, that you are, that the ones that running the country are even that perverse. And that's why we have such old men having to go and take care of us in that way, to be the president, because you have to be of a
Oh
certain
my
age
god.
bracket.
Shut up.
Otherwise, you don't know shit about compassion, because psychology has informed us
God,
that
what
men
you're
don't have
psycho.
compassion until they're truly that age and
Shut
can see
up.
even like their offspring have offspring. So until they're like a grandfather and
Offspring.
recognize that love, then they don't understand what true love is.
Shut up.
That's how
Where did
sick this world is.
no? Where are you getting your information? Unless you're a grandfather and you're old, you can't have compassion. That's why all the presidents are old. Shut up. You're crazy.
I couldn't have imagined manifesting myself in such a sick dimension, yet I did. And here I am. And I've tried
Sick.
to
Yeah.
disclose I don't belong here. I don't want
You're
to be
right.
here.
You belong
Please
down
let me
there.
go. And
Downstairs with your father,
your fake attempts.
your
Let's
evil
get that on
father.
camera, bitch. And then what? Then when I'm seizuring out and everything, it's all on you people. For having your fucking trash ass mouths, for having your trash ass opinions toward anybody of the human race.
Who's the one who talks? Who's the one who has a trash ass mouth? Listen to her videos. They're all just vile and sickening and hateful and angry. And she's, again, deflecting, deflecting. That's all she does. She's talking about all you guys and telling you what she feels about herself. She's got the biggest trash house mouth of them all.
I try not to make such negative remarks,
Oh
but
God,
when
that's
you
all you
offend me,
do. Are you
you offend
kidding?
God. You're an
Oh,
offense to this realm. You're an offense to this.
when you offend me, you offend God. So when you speak the way you do, what do you think that does in God's eyes? How do you think that makes God feel? When you talk about killing the baby in your stomach, how do you think that makes God feel? You think God has favor over you? Girl, I don't know what God you're serving. There's only one God in my eyes, and he is not happy about that. But keep telling yourself he is.
this world around you. Oh, no. See, what we want is we want him to go off and spread his seed because he's got blah, blah, blah. He's fine, blah, blah, blah. And somebody texting my mom, harassing my mother, saying some bullshit. You know what happened to him? You know I don't give a fuck. Oh my God, it'll be his karma. It'll be whatever the fuck. I don't care.
Why do you keep looking at your boobs?
You know, Letitia sent her brother to go and do it. That's what they're saying. They're saying this. They're saying that. Is that what it sounds like
You're
in
ugly.
between your texts? Is that what it sounds like? Because I'm pretty sure you're sucking to control us. And that's why you're sitting there. Oh, I'm going to do these crazy things at people because I'm over here. Jail. I totally want to. Jail. I totally want to.
Look at that fucking face. Look at her. God, she makes me sick.
No, thank you. I would rather do that shit to myself. Gag over some fucking, you know, toilet bowl cleaner or bleach or something.
Quit
because
talking about it. You know what? Why isn't YouTube doing anything about it? It's all she talks about. I'm going to go drink some toilet bowl. Then go. Quit threatening to people that you're going to do it.
Sick and tired of you people. Sick and actually, there's a lot of times that I do detach and I don't know what I'm fucking saying or doing. I don't remember the penetration whatsoever. Okay. But then they're like, okay, this girl has too many thoughts. We've got to in every way we can so that we can shut her up so that she can feed off the sleep is what you are. Oh, I'm sorry. One another. So, you know, I don't know what to say or do. I don't. Is my comedy not enough for you? Is the brutal truth and that fucking devastatingly hilarious fucking outcome not good enough for you? These videos aren't good enough for you? Oh my God. Thought I was, oh my God. I guess I'm preaching to the choir. Oh my God. Yeah, preaching to the choir. That's what you are. Just a bunch of.
Look at that hair. Imagine this is her. She wakes up in the morning, rolls over, looks at the clock. Oh wait, it's not morning. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I should do a live. What am I going to talk about? Oh, well, I guess I'll just talk about what a victim I am again and how, the government's out to get me. And, I know, I'll get my therapist to come on and prove to everybody that I'm a good person. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So she lays back down. Wakes up again. What time? Oh, it's 3 o'clock. Oh my gosh. Oh, I gotta get up. She gets up. She goes and stuffs her face with some food. Doesn't shower. Doesn't brush her hair. Doesn't brush her teeth. I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live. And what am I gonna talk about? Oh, I'm gonna talk about what a victim I am again. And oh, the government's out to get me. And I was raped. And I mean, it's the same story every single day, multiple times a day. But I think I'll throw a little extra hate in there today and put down another woman that's been, sexually molested and sexually abused. And, I'll call her a whore and tell her that she probably wanted it. I wish they would come, knock down your freaking door, drag you by the hair, throw you in that cop car, and haul you off to jail and make you stay there. Have that baby there and then rip that baby from you. That's what I hope. That's what I'm praying for. It's the best thing that could ever happen to you. Best thing.
Compliant fucking sheep is what you are. Oh, I'm sorry. You'll never have that from me.
You're ugly. You're ugly.
So I have no respect for you.
Who cares?
You have no respect for me. That's
Yeah.
how it mirrors itself. And and you're not doing it. So instead, I was the one that was forced to fucking change, forced to go into these fucking facilities, forced to have to comply during those moments.
Yep,
And I
that's what
did, and I
happens.
got out. And I shouldn't have to go back to those places because I should have the financial backing to keep myself away from those.
You got out because your mommy came and rescued you. Some people don't have their mommies. And you treat your mommy like trash. Call her a bitch all the time. You tell all of her personal information all over the internet. If you were my daughter, I don't know. I love my baby girl to death, but she would never do that to me. Um, if you were my daughter, though, I'd have to say, out. You're ruining my life, girl. Can't have it. Get out. My life's been hard enough. I don't need my offspring to ruin it more for me. You ungrateful, entitled little bitch. That's what I would say.
Places and to keep everyone else in my family safe due to the fact that this is a huge lawsuit, due to the
Oh,
fact
shut
that you
up.
have violated me for many years. So I've been
She's gonna try to get a law. I told you guys she wants that money so she can lay on her lazy ass and do nothing. It's all about the money. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. That's what she wants, and she's using her family. You sicko. God, imagine being related to this. I'd be humiliated. I would I would say I don't know who she is. I'm not related to her. We may have the same last name, but nope, I've never heard of her in my life.
pleading with you to stop trying to make me surviving, that I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm a good girl. I
You
go
are not a
truth
good
from
girl.
somebody like me,
You are not.
from somebody with crooked teeth and a big nose and
You're
big ears
disgusting.
and all fucking frumpy and
Wait,
has lived through it.
wait, frumpy? Really? Trying to make it sound like you're a good little Christian girl. I'm all frumpy. You're out there screwing different guys. You got your tits hanging out all the time. You have a filthy, disgusting mouth. You're hateful to so many people. Um, and you say you have a big mouth or a big nose, whatever, big ears, big whatever, crooked teeth. You forgot the most important part of all. You have the biggest mouth I think I've ever seen. You think that when you talk, that's making things better. You don't take a fucking breath. You don't even stop to breathe. People that talk like she does, you can't trust them. You can't.
It has seen it and came back from the fucking dead to explain to you people, are you okay?
Are
Are,
you
are
okay?
you okay?
Are you
Like, I worry
okay?
about you. You're
Uh-huh.
the one violating me. And yet you turn around and cause me my reactive abuse to be the spotlighted
It's everybody
abuse.
else's
When in
fault.
actuality, it was
You're
it's
abusive.
goddamn rape. I don't want shit to do with the fucking bastard.
Yeah,
Let him
you
go to fucking
did.
prison and rot. Don't care.
You liked him, you psycho. If you had Okay, you saw pictures of him. You saw his teeth in pictures prior to meeting up with him, but your ass drove 4 hours to go be with him. But you didn't want anything to do with him in that way, right? You just slept in the bed with him, too, right? You had the power at any time. It's not like you were kidnapped and dragged off and, had blindfold on you or a bag over your head where you couldn't see where you were going. You were there willingly. You got in his bed willingly. You flirted, you did your thing, you took off your stockings in front of him, your cardigan, your whatever, all of it. And again, with the plan B, you don't have to be pregnant. You didn't have to be pregnant right now. You could have took some responsibility for yourself, and you chose not to. That's on you. It's not on him. God, it's probably not even his kid. That would be hilarious. This bitch has gone on and on and on and on and on about his JW's child. It could only be J. I think it's Cracker Jack's Cracker Jack's guy.
Yet you don't want to take that as, oh my God, that's God speaking through her.
Oh, shut up. God's
No,
not
you're not going
speaking
to
through
steal
you.
my treasures anymore.
No.
I'll offer them freely. That way you don't have to take anything from me. And also, too, no, you can't have my pussy. That's
Ew.
not offered freely. Not anymore.
Hold on.
Like,
I gotta.
no.
Oh. Sorry. Ew. Gross. Oh my God. Who would want that? The thing's probably got teeth. Are you kidding? Dude, the way she's talked about it, what comes out of there, I don't think anybody wants any part of that. Oh.
So the fact that I even stated that in the fucking message, you have to understand that was my feeling after he penetrated me without my consent. What is wrong with you? We're not teenagers. We're not dating each other and that all of a sudden happened. No, we weren't cuddling on a couch and I fell asleep and like all of a sudden he woke up horny like it's my fucking
You were laying in his bed. Uh, you're not teenagers. You're grown-ups, right? So why don't you start acting like one? Okay?
obligation to fucking satisfy him. No, it's not my it's not my husband, bitch. So no, there's no reason that I had to fucking offer my body to a piece of trash like that and I can't be listened to. You people need some help and I'll pray for you. For real.
Stop. TT's done this before. Many of these people have done this before. This angers me so much when these holier than thou Christian, godly people that love God and put God first and seek God for everything, when they say to the people that they are talking down to and they hate and that may be questioning them on some things, I'll pray for you. That's disgusting. That is disgusting. And God is not happy about that. You don't do that. I'll pray for you. That's using God for your own vile, hateful vitriol.
For real. Like, you people are sick. I don't know what to tell you. And the fact that you do this to women all the time, the fact that you've shut them up so many goddamn times, no wonder people are like praying for my strength.
When have you ever shut up? Seriously. Who's shut you up? You don't shut up. You've gotten to say everything you've wanted to say multiple times, thousands of times. Why do you need to keep saying it? Who are you trying to convince?
No wonder people are telling me, be strong. But then I get up and I start motivating myself to be
To
myself
not
and to
brush
get
your
rid of
teeth,
all this
not wash your
thoughts and
hair.
drama of the system trying to choke me out. So,
God, you're ugly.
salvation and her respectability, because what the fuck is wrong with you? I wouldn't let any one of you fucking cretins near her. I wouldn't have educated her in this area. I asked him if we could fucking move where the education standards were higher, and yet
Yeah, you loved your daughter so much. Oh my God, you loved her so much that you caught her crib on fire. Oh, but she wasn't in it, so who cares? I told my husband, get my daughter and you out of here so I can burn the house down with me in it. Did you think about, I might be leaving my daughter homeless? No, but I loved her so much. I burned her crib down. Yeah, I was such a good mom.
no. So now I know she's dumb as fuck, and I'm thinking,
How can you say that about your child? If my children were with their father, even though there's tension between him and I would never say hateful things about my child. Or, get this, put their social security number out on social media and their full name. Who does that? Oh, but I love her so much. Told her the school that she goes to. if I didn't know better, I would think that she was trying to get her daughter trafficked. I mean, look how many sick people there are that watch these videos.
Oh my God, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to get back to you. You're going to get back to me. And you're not even going to know the definitions of the words that I'm using, but you're going to pretend like you're listening. Oh my God, you're just like your father. So, yeah, I mean, these
You
things.
have no business having a child in your custody whatsoever. And if you get to keep that baby, I guarantee you there's going to be plenty of people that are going to fight to get that baby away from you. I don't think they'll have to fight. I think what needs to happen will happen. You have no business having a child, taking care of a child. You can't even take care of yourself. You need to be locked up. That's it.
These fucking things. And it's like, do I have to help you? Like, are you okay? Like, are you mentally ill? Are you actually retarded? Or is it like, do you need just special education so that you can end up advancing, so that you can take these courses that even I took? Like, are you okay? At the very least, I want you to be smart and capable and not have to suck dicks for the rest of your goddamn life.
Why would she have to suck dicks? Supposedly you don't do that. Supposedly everything's platonic. You don't have to suck dicks. But so why would your daughter have to suck dicks? I have a feeling, I don't know the daughter's father and his new girlfriend or wife or whatever, but I think they're probably taking care of her just fine. They're keeping her away from you, and that's very smart.
God. Or suck off the tit of the goddamn system. That's why.
Wait, you do that? You don't want her to have to do that? You're the only one that's in control of not doing that. So, what if she did have to suck off the system? Like mother, like daughter. Wouldn't you be proud of her? That's what you do, and you say that's you're entitled to do that. So, why why would you care if she sucked off the system?
I offered back the social security number. There you
Oh,
go, bitches. Let's see. Let's an eye for an eye here. Numbers and paperwork
your
and all
daughter
this
didn't do
shit.
anything
An
to
eye for an
you.
eye.
An
You think
eye
I'm
for
playing?
an eye? You're psycho. But what does that even mean? That you're not using it how it's meant. An eye for an eye. That's why I offered out my daughter's social security number. An eye for an eye. What? Your daughter didn't do anything to you. Your daughter didn't offer out your social security number. Your daughter didn't do anything horrible to you. So why are you taking out on her how you feel about yourself and everybody else in the world? Why? Oh, except your crackerjack therapist. Sorry.
Playing too. That's so funny.
God, you're
That my words wouldn't matter to.
go to
And then they
prison.
got their karma at some point when
Go
they
to oh,
passed.
there's the southern fake
Because
accent.
they couldn't get forgiveness for the things they had done. Not even on your deathbed, because you didn't change. You didn't make any attempts to try to
Um,
rectify what you.
sorry, I'm sorry to tell you, if you really love God and you've really, you know, gone to church and read the Bible and done, yes, if somebody on their deathbed confesses their sins, they ask for forgiveness, and they tell God that they want to be saved, yes, they can be forgiven, and yes, they can go to heaven. So it's not the Bible of Letitia. Sorry, that's not the way it works. Yes, they can be forgiven. Doesn't matter. If it's spoken with the mouth and meant in the heart, God knows if it's meant in the heart, they will be forgiven. But someone like you who does your disgusting, vile, sick shit, um, you say you ask for forgiveness, but you continue to do it over and over and over, um, you might want to check your heart with God, because that might mean that you think you're saved and you think you have a relationship with God, but you don't. Because people that do try to be better, right? They try. We don't see any you trying to do anything except blame everybody for everything. That's it. You're not trying to do anything with yourself. Nothing.
Had done what you had done to abuse those little girls, the ones that gave you your sons, the ones that are crazy sons, the ones that go around raping women and getting away with it. Things are wrong in this day and age. They really are.
I can't
Yet,
stand this.
nobody defends the innocent and the weak.
You're not
Their
innocent.
soul will contaminate yours, because that's how the energy flow works. I wish you have a wonderful week. I wish you do, because, I'm about to go make some peach cobbler, and that's what I'm going to work on today. Some vegan peach cobbler, because it's going to be delicious. And you don't get
In my
any of it,
mama's
because you are
kitchen.
undeserving, and God doesn't love you.
God loves everybody, you psycho. You're dangerous. You are a dangerous human being. Who do you think you are? You're going to go mess up your mom's kitchen, eat her food, stuff your gut, not brush your teeth, and then call your mom a bitch later?
He does,
My
but
brother
only
ate
after
my
you realize
food.
that you need to pain and suffer for all the pain and suffering you've created. It is July
Lord.
18th. Having to come out of her vagina or her body. Imagine the pain. But no, your dumb craniums weren't even worth it passing through, because apparently your brains are fried and you're all just a bunch of fucking zombies. So, working for the system, you're 9 to 5, or even longer. Shit. Fuck that. You can kill me. I don't care. You can do whatever. You can't touch me, though. You can't fucking touch me. I'm sick and tired of that shit. I will literally fucking give birth in the fucking tub and refuse any type of treatment and anybody near me. And then what?
You
And I
don't
just
get
have a
to
kid.
control
And then
that.
there's no fucking milk. There's no.
You don't get to control that. And stop being so fucking disgusting when it comes to that baby. There's no milk. There'll be no food for it, so it will die. Fuck you. Don't talk about that baby like that. Oh, believe me, you may think if you give birth in the tub, you may think you'll have gotten away with whatever you're trying to get away with, but that baby's going to be gone, and you'll not be able to say nothing about it. Nothing. You'll have no rights to it, just like you have no rights to your daughter. And that, I mean, that is the best thing that could have ever happened for that little girl, that she was taken away from you.
No, there's nothing. Because it sure as fuck isn't sucking off my teat. Not at all. It's cat.
Oh, but many guys can, just not the baby that I created that's innocent, that would need food to survive, you know. No, just guys that pay me money. Just guys that pay me money can suck on them, but not a little innocent life. Okay. You're good woman there.
Cow over here, she's not producing no more. She's not doing anything. You better take her out back. Time for the glue factory.
Can I
Oh,
do
that's the
it? I'll do
horses.
it.
Time for the
I do.
meat
I
factory.
volunteer.
Wait a second. That doesn't sound right. There's double meaning to that. There's double entendre. Okay, so we're gonna have to slaughter her. Either way, we're gonna have to kill her off. She's not progressing. She's not understanding. She got to be part of us in a fucking demonic way. She got to do demonic things.
You already got that down, girl. You're already there.
Because that's how we act. No. No. Take
Yeah.
me out back. Shoot me, please. That'll be my salvation. That's what I'm looking for. Duh. Why do you think I keep calling myself out on some shit and on my exact locations? Yay! Kill me. Fuck you. All right. Love you. Bye-bye.
Oh God. If she really wanted to, not that I ever think suicide is the answer, ever. And not that I even want that for her. But if she really, really, really wanted to be gone off this earth, she would be. That's just the way it is. Since she's 12, she's been trying. We know people that really are serious about doing that, they don't announce it to everybody. They don't. They just do it. So stop it, Letitia. It's dangerous for you to be doing this all the time, saying it to people. You know, there are women who are struggling out there in the world that probably could come across your videos. And you say you want to be a help to people, you do nothing to help anybody, not even yourself. Not even yourself. So that is I just went through the whole video because I know me and I might probably wouldn't have gotten back to part 2. So I'm going to go ahead and download this and save it, and I will upload it to um, my channel here pretty soon. So I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. And what time is it here? Oh my goodness, it's already 8:30. I can't believe it. But I'll probably be doing reviews just a little bit more, especially with this one. Um, we need to keep people updated, and sometimes we need people to call. And when she's threatening to do harm her baby and things like that, um, so we need to be paying attention to what's going on. I missed Burnt Toast Live tonight. Darn it! I'm gonna have to catch up on it. So, anyways, God bless you guys. Um, Anyone who's been through the traumas that has been talked about in this video, you know what? And you've healed from it, and you've created your own family and moved on and built a life for yourself. Amen to you. I think that is amazing. And I'm so proud of each and every one of you. I raise my hand to that. I am one of those people. Do I sometimes get pulled back into what happened? Sometimes. But it's done and over with. It happened. All I can try to do is take something from that and turn it into a positive. That's the only thing I can do. It does me no good to sit there and feel sorry for myself and mull over it day after day after day. It just doesn't. So take care. Have a good night. Bye, guys.